Welcome back to Your Average Investor, the channel that looks at my journey through investing, budgeting and finance. Now, in the last few videos, you'd have seen my Trading 212 account in a lot of detail, in both my Trading 212 portfolio updates and my most recent video, my entire portfolio update, where I looked through my Vanguard portfolio, my Trading 212 portfolio, my eToro portfolio, which is made up of mostly cryptocurrency, as well as a little bit that I've got stored in RateSetter as well. There are a number of different fintech apps which have emerged into the market recently, which is in essence a financial technology app which mostly looks at investing in individual stocks and shares or some sort of investment platform. I obviously use Trading 212 for my individual stocks and shares investments. However, there are a number of different apps out there that you may decide to use instead. These are things like Freetrade or Plus 500 to name a few. I've personally had an individual stocks and shares account open since May of 2020, a little after the crash following COVID-19. So I was really fortunate being able to invest throughout that period of time, just after the global market crash, when I could then buy in at the market lows when the market was on sale and then reap the rewards coming back out the other side. And for those of you who've checked out my previous videos, you'll see the rate of return that I've got at the moment, which is currently unrealised, but if I sold out, I'd be up by a few £100s, or around 20 to 25%. When I initially started my individual stocks and shares portfolio, I did initially start out with Freetrade. However, I moved quickly across to Trading 212 for a number of different reasons. Firstly, Trading 212 at the time offered a free ISA account, whereas Freetrade charges £3 per month for the ISA functionality. While I hold my stocks and shares ISA on Vanguard at the moment, I decided that if I ever wanted an individual stocks and shares ISA, or I wanted to put all of my investments into one place on the Trading 212 app, that was the best place to go because it would reduce the fees for the long term. I also found that at the time Trading 212 offered a wider range of products than the Freetrade app or a number of different other apps out there. So I decided that for the best investment opportunities, Trading 212 was the best place for me to invest in an individual stocks and shares portfolio at that time. As I said, there's lots and lots of apps out there for stocks and shares investing, with new ones emerging every single month. And because it's such a competitive market at the moment, a lot of the apps and companies are putting on incentives to invest through their platform. Things like free shares for investing, and Trading 212 is absolutely no different. This enabled me to receive up to 20 free shares by referring different people. When I started out, I obviously gave this out to family and friends, but then also I started my YouTube channel and I quite quickly got to that 20 free share threshold and I stopped receiving them after that point. Now this free money is really easy to make and anyone watching this video who hasn't got a Trading 212 account could make it. If you check out one of the referral links in the description and you sign up and invest just £1, that will give both yourself and one of my subscribers, depending on the link that you choose, one free share valued worth up to £100. And that's free money, and that really helps me to springboard my investment to begin with. For those of you who know anything about compounding interest, you'll know that the money that you invest at the beginning of your investment journey is worth so much more than money that you invest at the end of your investing journey, purely because the effect compound interest can have on that. So this enabled me to really start off with a strong platform for investing by investing as much money as possible, even if I didn't have that money, because I could just sell those free shares and invest it how I saw fit, which I did. I'd sell the shares and invest them in things like Apple, Tesla or Microsoft, companies that I really believe in for the long term. As I said, I haven't received a free share for a long time now because I reached the maximum threshold. However, I've never actually sat down and looked at how much money I received for free from Trading 212, just for referring people and from signing up through somebody's referral link. So in today's video, we're going to take a quick look at how much Trading 212 paid me to use their investment platform. And remember, this is something that all of you could do as well. Each and every one of you is entitled to 20 free shares through Trading 212. All you have to do is sign up and give your referral link to different people, and those free shares will start to come onto your portfolio very quickly. This could really be what you need to get those first few months of investment off the ground and start to build a very nice portfolio to begin with. So with that said, let's hop onto my Trading 212 portfolio and check out how much Trading 212 paid me in free shares. So from this short video, there are a few things that I'd like to work out. I'd like to work out firstly how much I've received in free shares from Trading 212. I'd then like to see how much I've actually invested of my own money, because trading 2-on-2 combines the total amount that I've invested along with the free shares that I've received. So I want to see exactly how much I've actually invested of my own cash, and then I want to work out my actual rate of return on my own invested capital, taking out of account the free shares that I've received and instead utilising those free shares that I've received as investment return, because in essence that's exactly what they are. You'll be able to see that at the moment the total value of my portfolio sits at around £2,638, and it's showing me as up just over 25% with a total return of £537.18. I'll save a detailed breakdown of this for a future portfolio update, but there you can see sits my portfolio at this present moment. One of the ways we can investigate this in a bit more detail is by tapping the 3 lines at the bottom right of the investment app. This will take you through to a menu screen where you can then choose history, and you can then further break down into all, orders, dividends or individual transactions. To start off with then, let's have a look at my individual transactions. And here you'll be able to see all of the deposits that I've made over time. You'll be able to see that I deposit anything from £100 right down to £20, small amounts throughout the month, and this means that I can continue to pound cost average into my individual investments throughout that period of time. You'll see that some months I enable myself to invest a little more, but I always have a baseline amount that I invest every single month. We have to scroll back to around July to see where my last free share was received. If we tap in, you can see the description is a free share promotion, although it doesn't tell you what free share you received, and I actually can't remember at this point. What I'm going to do now is scroll through and have a quick tot up of how much I received in free shares. Now it's going to be fairly easy to see where these come from, because I usually make my deposits in total amounts, like £25 or £30. I won't usually invest pence here and there. If we scroll back up, you'll be able to see these two on August the 29th, the £41.91 and £24.16 are both not full amounts. However, these are when the Tesla and Apple stock split occurred, and trading 2-on-2 sold out of the positions which were in fractional positions. So that's what they're for, but the rest of the free shares should be fairly easy to find out. So I'll just have a quick scroll through and we'll see how much I got in free shares. So I think that's all of them now. We've totted up. I've got 20 different free shares here, and we've got the total amount. So I can tell you that the total amount I've received in free shares from trading 2-on-2 is £188 exactly from the 20 free shares. And this equates to £9.40 per free share. These free shares have varied from £7.13 right through to £27.12. This in essence is free money which has been given to me for using the platform. The next thing I said I wanted to work out was exactly how much I've actually invested from my own capital. As I said, trading 2-on-2 combines my own invested capital with those free shares in the number you can see below in my total deposits of £2,031.07. So what we need to do is take away £188 from this total deposits amount, and we find that I've invested a total amount of my own capital of £1,843. That's all come from my own income and is part of my own capital for my investment. The last thing I wanted to do was have a look at my actual real rate of return on my own invested capital. So as I said, my own invested capital is £1,843. And you can see the total value of my portfolio is currently £2,638.07. If you have a look at the free cash I've got at the top, you can see that equates to the total account value that I mentioned there. So with the wizardry of maths, I've managed to calculate that my total rate of return on my £1,843 invested is a whopping 43.1% in just under a year of having this portfolio open. As I said at the beginning of the video, I've been very fortunate of when I started investing, as it was just after the coronavirus dip. Therefore, I've managed to make some quite substantial gains as markets have recovered out the other side. However, this has also been supported by the £188 in free shares that I received. I immediately sold out of the companies that they're in, for example Under Armour and some smaller companies as well, and immediately invested that into Apple, Microsoft or Tesla, which have seen some excellent rates of returns and excellent growth in that period of time. All of this combined has enabled me to reach this 43.1% rate of return that I mentioned earlier. And this is something that I'm really pleased with, and I would not have imagined that it was this high, to be honest. As I've said, this is something that anybody could do. If you set yourself up a trading 2-on-2 portfolio and share your referral link with just family and friends, you too could probably make around £188 in free shares given to you just for using the portfolio or the account. I couldn't rate trading 2-on-2 highly enough. It's been an excellent investment account for me, and with it being free of charge, there's really no reason to not use it, especially as you could earn up to £188 in free shares, potentially more when you use the referral scheme. So there we have it then, a quick roundup of how much trading 2-on-2 paid me in free shares across the time I've had this account. Bearing in mind the maximum amount of free shares you can receive is 20. From the total amount of free shares I received from trading 2-on-2 then, in essence they gave me £188 just for signing up through their account and referring other people. I sold out of these free shares. As I said, they're mostly in things like Under Armour and small companies that I probably wouldn't continue to invest in. Lots of my investments are in kind of technology and around that kind of area, so it wasn't the sort of thing that I'd hold in my portfolio for a long period of time. However, it did give me an excellent opportunity to sell out of those investments and buy into other things that I see fit for my portfolio. This equated to £9.40 per free share. So even if you just signed up 10 different people, you'd be looking to make around £90. So this is a really good method of starting out investing. If you haven't got that much money to invest at the beginning and you want to springboard your investment, definitely consider sending your referral link to as many different people as possible to help springboard those investments and make as much money as possible in the early stages of your investing journey. This is just one of the ways that I've managed to make additional capital to invest throughout my 2-year investing journey so far. If you do want to make additional money for investing, why not check out one of my videos on match betting below, which can make you up to £1,000 every single month in tax-free cash. Now, £1,000 is like the upper limit. You're looking probably to make around £300 to £400 fairly easily every single month, or at least for the first 6 to 8 months of match betting. If that sounds like something that you could do within your household income, check out the description below or one of the videos that I've attached up above and see how you can do it yourself. With that said though, I really hope you've enjoyed this video today. It's been interesting again for me to have a look at my portfolio and see how much money I've been given essentially for free just for using the platform. If you do like videos like this though, please consider liking it and commenting below, and also subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already to check up on all my future investing updates. With that said then, I'll catch you guys in the next one.